Hi, I'm Harry and welcome to my YouTube channel Let's Talk About ... where I plan on posting videos covering a plethora of topics from movies and TV to religion and philosophy. I am an atheist and I plan on making my fair share of videos covering, atheist related topics, so like skepticism, maybe my deconversion story, the things such as over time. But I'm also an artist, and you can see a couple of my works in the background. I like writing. I love doing so many things. I like making things. I've got a couple sewing projects I'm working on right now, so I'll probably share those on this channel at some point in the future as well. And yeah, this channel is really just going to be for posting things that I enjoy, and I hope you watching this will find something you enjoy as well. But the reason I called this channel Let's Talk About ... is because I didn't want to tie myself to any one topic. And most people, when they do that, they just make the YouTube channel title their name, and I just felt like it was a little overdone and worn out, and I wanted something that was related to the content. And really the only thing I'm doing here is talking, so I feel like that's the easiest way for me to connect it to the content I'm going to be making. There are a few different reasons for making this channel. One is that I enjoy journaling and recording my thoughts, and video is a very good medium to be able to do that. Second would be for a reason I'm probably going to bring up a lot, and that is mortality. The fact that all living organisms will at some point not be living anymore. And so I want something for my loved ones to be able to cherish long after I'm gone. And I know what some of you are saying, if any of you are saying anything at all, and that is, oh, I'm young and whatever. I just want to say life happens quick, but death happens remarkably quicker. So if any family is out there watching this, hey, and I love you and I hope you're doing well. And if I'm still hanging around and bugging y'all, just kind of forget about the whole dying thing. That was just a joke. Just a joke. That's right. Yep. A third reason is that in a lot of the content I watch and enjoy, there are some pivotal ideas that I feel I strongly disagree with. And rather than sitting back and just kind of ignoring it like I have been, I decided I would like to, turn on a camera and record some of my thoughts about these things. I want to question them and discuss them a little bit more, especially given that the only way we can come to an understanding is through communication. And lastly, segueing swiftly off of the communication line from the last reason, is that I am a major language nerd. I love all things that allow organisms to share information with each other. It's a beautiful thing to me, and language sounds very beautiful as well, most of the time. There are a few that are a little rough, but I still like those as well. I don't know that there is a language that I dislike. Not that I've heard so far, at least. So I will be covering probably a good amount of language content, about language as a concept, as well as individual languages, or really any interesting tidbits to do with language I'll probably share with you guys. On the subject of the whole language thing, I do study a couple right now, and I have no will to stop until there's no more to learn, really. Or the whole mortality thing happened, in which case, refer back to point 2. But main takeaway, I hope to at some point feel comfortable and confident enough with my other languages to be able to translate these videos and share them with more than just an English-speaking audience. And I'm a long way from pulling that off, but I just want to throw it out there, to keep your eyes peeled for that in the future. But in the event that I am actually able to make it happen, each translation would appear on its own channel, just for ease of viewing, so that way you don't have to jump around, or you don't get inundated with a lot of content that you can't even understand what I'm saying. So yeah, I would include that on its own channel when that becomes a thing down the road. Now, you might have noticed the word organism dropped in the in the point about language, and there is a good reason for that as well. I will make a lot of videos covering this in the future, I'm sure. The world is a hell of a lot bigger than just humans, okay? And while we don't necessarily communicate with other organisms sure as shit communicate with each other. And whether or not humans want to acknowledge that, I am going to acknowledge that, because I see myself as nothing more than an organism existing in a species that calls itself human or Homo sapien, and I don't like either of those words. I like organism a lot better, because that's all I am. I am just an individual, one organism, just like you, just like your mom and your dad. Yeah, just a word to the wise, you know, shouting out bankruptcy doesn't mean or really do anything. You know, you actually have to take the steps to make that happen. And we're still just an animal, okay? We came up with a word to describe us because we all, you know, we all look pretty similar, you know? Two arms mostly, two legs mostly, you know, a head on top of our shoulders, sometimes two or more, I mean. But the fact that we came up with a word for human doesn't really mean that any other organism is going to, you know, respect or understand that. Not that they're going to understand organism either, but it is more inclusive. And that is all I want on this channel, is inclusivity. And that's the main reason for the whole language point, is I feel like so much of the time we are excluding other people who don't speak our language. And until we understand that it is a, definitely not a requisite, but a very important thing to be able to understand as many people as possible, I don't think the world is going to change. And I want to help change it. So, you know, if you like the video, you know, there's a button down there for that. There's also a button down there to subscribe if you would like to do that, and a comment section if you would like to comment about the video. Yeah, so just keep your eyes peeled to the channel. I'm going to be posting a lot of stuff that I enjoy, and I really hope that you will be able to find at least a few things that you enjoy on here as well. But above all, I hope we're able to learn more about the world around us, and I hope we're able to lead wiser lives because of it. For now, just keep existing, and I will see you guys in the next one.